Hey guys, so we're going to do a reading this morning. I'm waking up. Once again, it's a bewitching hour. Let's see what time it is. It is 3:44. Okay, I'm a little past the bewitching hour, but I pretty much have been up since the bewitching hour and things like that. And we're going to do, we've been covering all kinds of things. I did, of course, Will Smith, Chris Rock, missing person, Alexa Ware. Please check that video. She is missing. One of the things, if you come to this channel, I do a little bit of everything. But I do find, I do like to read your signs and collective reads, but I really am a current events reader. This is what I really like to get into. This is my thing, making predictions. I did a lot of political, especially during the election, and I'm slowly getting back into that. With certain things, I want to get back, some more into that. Obviously, I read a little bit of Ukraine, some of the stuff. I've got some vids up there for you guys, and these are the things that I like to read current events and give you guys some insight of what's going on. And sometimes I like to talk about what's really going on in the background of the spiritual and things like that. And of course, missing persons, I do try to get those out there. And the reason why I do those is, just sometimes maybe somebody sees something, they may forward my video, or something like that, that may help in some way. And there are times, and of course they are very challenging. I can't always be right on them. But usually, my favorite ones, I'll tell you though, my favorite ones are when I read it and I'm like, I feel they're alive, they're going to turn up, this, that, and they do. Those are my favorite. I did actually have somebody come into the group, it was about a month or so ago, and her son was missing, and this is one of my favorite ones. It did have a happy ending, but I felt they were alive, this, that. I felt like they kind of wanted to get away. They were tired of kind of being locked up, be it jail or rehab or whatever it was. And one of the things I remember, I was like, for those who follow me, sometimes I get keyword, and I was hearing the word heights. And apparently the very last the place they had been seen was a place with the word heights in it. So that was a very significant bomb hit. So I was like, okay, that's good. Then hopefully this reads on track. Rolled my little dice, my little astrology dice, and I felt that the following month, okay, so that would be February. Yeah, okay, so it was about a month ago. Yeah, that's perfect. And I rolled the dice and I said I felt, by, February 8th, after Mercury retrograde, because it was ending at the beginning of February, after Mercury retrograde, because I got the Mercury dice, and then before the 8th, because I got number 8, I felt they should contact, and I felt they would reach out because they run out of money. And they ended up reaching out on the 7th, and that's what they said, Mom, I need money. Exactly. So that was one of my happier missing person prediction. I was able to give a little, comfort, to somebody and hope, in that, and then everything transpired. So she came back to me and she was like, oh my God, yes, I just want to let you know you were right, so that was real cool. So I love the happy ones. I do get happy ones. People sometimes find me groups online and things like that, and when I've done those readings, and they're great. And I don't put all on YouTube. Sometimes I just put them in Facebook unlisted, and things like that, especially if I'm communicating with the family, unless they want me to. If they want me to make it public so other people see it, absolutely, So, but the happy ending ones are my favorite. So yeah, I really like current events more than reading your sign. I do like to do fun little collective reads on TikTok, just kind of fun. Sometimes that's kind of my place where I like to just have fun, make a quick video, throw it up, for just fun. And then Facebook is a little bit more where I do my business and my readings, and also do free readings, and keep my group going. It's fun. So, but, so I really like the current events and try to keep you guys on the up and up, and then do some spirit talks and kind of talk about the spiritual. But I really like to talk about what's kind of playing in the background, what's the bigger picture. That's what I'm always aiming for. And it's good even for myself, just with that knowledge. I like to kind of sit here and I can talk to you guys about certain things I'm feeling and stuff like that. So let me get a sip. Here we go, because we're getting a big one. We're going to do a big one. I don't know if that's my Jersey voice or what. It's a terrible voice. Okay. And so I know this might be more obvious than it seems, but maybe it's not necessarily that obvious. I don't know. But we're going to read if Trump is going to run for 2024. It's a little bit, he should, if you're going to run 2024, the announcements, and things like that should be happening anytime. But he's the way he is, and he announces it when he freaking feels like it. Okay, that's the thing. That's the way Trump is. He likes to do things his way. And he's an interest. I'll tell you. I mean, no matter what, better or worse, whether you like him or not, he's interesting to read. He's interesting to read, hands down. One of my favorite people to read because you never know what you're going to get. It's just been crazy. But of course, yes, there's some things are a little scary. What would happen with 2024? What's going to go on? He makes me a little nervous. His praise to Putin. Very, very much makes me nervous, and kind of some weird things there. There's some admiration, and things like that with certain leaders like that. So there's some things that make you nervous there, and some people are nervous. But I always, what's that thing playing in the background? Because I do know spirit can be very much large and in charge when it comes to who gets elected. Yes, our votes do count. Don't get me wrong, but there's a lot of spiritual playing in the background because spirit has a plan that's bigger than us. Okay, and like I said, and I've told you guys, a lot of it's to get to the new earth. Spirit does want us to heal this, that, but if there's these dark forces and people falling in and succumbing to them, spirit's going to deal with that too in their own way. So we're here to choose, we're here to make a difference, and we're here to wake up and help others and show love. Just try to keep in alignment with your purpose during this, whatever it is. Try not to be sucked too hard in the conflict, with that. Just be the best person you can be, no matter what's going on. Be the best person you can be. But it's a challenge. We obviously see even the Will Smith, Chris Rock thing, just everything we're seeing this deterioration in society. It's a sign. It's a sign of something. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys when I see these things. Some of these are a sign. But it was funny. I was just looking at a CNN article, and don't worry, I don't only read CNN. I try to look at. I will even look at the Fox side. I really do. I will look. Sometimes I'll pull up CNN, then I'll pull Fox, and then I'll pull MSM. I pull various. But a lot of times also I like to listen to the YouTubers, the people that are awake and their perspective. I really try to get, as big of a perspective as I can on things. But of course, I'm going to draw my own conclusion, tune my own spirit. But this article, it was funny, with CNN, there was a little snip there in bold that Trump is hard to predict. And I kind of sat there and I'm like, not if you have tarot. He is not that hard. Okay? He's not that hard. I was over on this channel, if you go back to any of my videos, I think it was, I did predict Biden would win. Okay? And I believe it may have been in the month of June or July before the election in November. Okay, several months in advance, I told you guys he was going to dispute the election. I felt he was going to lose and he was going to dispute it. Okay? And so I said that way back when. And, and there were things, he would make little hints, but I feel a lot of the public didn't necessarily believe he would go that far and really dispute it at a U.S. election. Okay, they didn't think he would be that insane to do that, but he's a different, he he dances to a different beat of the drum. He's a different character. So, there's a lot of things, different predictions I have, and sometimes it's a challenge. I like to see if I can get these right. I follow in and see what spirit has to say and so forth. So there's all kinds of stuff in there, but just kind of prepare. I thought, okay, I feel it's a good time to kind of sit with it. It's got to be coming soon. The thing is, he's collecting money. I mean, people are still throwing money at the guy. They really want him to run, but it's amazing the obsession they have with him, and really the reason why, and what you guys need to understand, it's very obvious, is the reason why the GOP, the Republicans, want Trump so bad and everything, is because they know that he has many followers and many people that want him in office. So they want to be on his good side. They want to be publicly supportive. I'm telling you, if everybody hated Trump and didn't want him to run, okay, they wouldn't support him. but because he has a massive following in the States of people who like him, that's why they do. That's why they do, because because they want their support of them. Okay, to the point that that Trump can call your wife ugly and you'll still support him. Okay, and stuff. He just kind of says whatever he's thinking. I think that's something that some people actually like about him. He just, whatever is on his mind, he just says it, and stuff like that. He says whatever is on his mind. He's a character. So, but let's get to it. I just kind of had a little chat and everything. God, I gotta wake up, bewitching hour. Let me get this coffee, and then we're gonna see if this guy's gonna run. Which, and I'm not gonna predict if he'll win. I'm gonna hold off on that answer. Okay, I feel other things still need to fall into place, but I will say, of course, okay, that when a president is dealing with an economy that is not good, okay, and Biden is, and also, gas prices when they go high, and of course the cost of living, and people are, it's tapping their wallet, okay, people may vote for another president. That's just the way it is. Whether they like Trump or not, they may be like, I want different. I'm tired of this, because I can't afford this. So, that's the way America is. That's just the way it is. Okay, let's check it out. Haven't read him in a while. Let's see how Teflon Don is doing. I see one of the things, they're still doing the January 6th committee, the insurrection. It was an insurrection, and it was a very blatant insurrection. And I really just don't think anything's going to come out of it, because I do feel something spiritual playing in the background here, okay? That he's Teflon Don, okay? There's some karma there that Spirit is using Trump for a purpose. Okay, that's why it seems like he's Teflon Don. And that's what you guys understand. It's not necessarily spiritual protection, though. It is that Spirit is using him for a certain purpose. I'm not sure exactly, because I can't read the mind of Spirit. That's one thing I can't do. I can only go with what Spirit will give me. But definitely, I know there's things in preparation for the new earth. Okay, so let's see. So that's part of the reason I feel he's Teflon Don. Because Spirit may want to use him for this election. And obviously if they put him in jail, he can't run. All right. I have a few theories I'm keeping back to myself, but for the most part, I'll do my best to share with you. But I had a couple ideas. Okay. All right. But it is always interesting what cards you get with Trump. Very fascinating. 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's see what Spirit has to say here. God, I haven't read them in so long. It's been a while. Let's see what we get there. Yeah, the very first card is Strength. Okay, and that's one of the things, with Trump. He's got a very strong following. He's a very strong contender. And, and of course, it's almost a no-brainer that if he runs, anybody who, any other candidates that try to run alongside him, he's just going to wipe the floor with them. He's just got so many people that want him back in. That's just the way it is. So, and they know that he's got a lot of power. That's just the way it is. He's tough. He's Teflon Don and everything. So we got that strength there. Now, yeah, and we've got that Mars and energy with that Nine of Wands, powerful and stuff. I'm gonna try to predict the month. I will try to predict the month for this and stuff. But yeah, we've got the Sun popping up in here. So the Sun is opposing there. Now the Sun, it is in opposition. Okay, which can be also for me at times shedding light on certain things, and I feel that a lot of light has been being shed, but it really doesn't matter. Many people do feel that, Trump is very innocent. when it comes to certain things like the election, and he should have won in this, that they still look at him as this guiding light, this powerful guiding light. His followers and his fans are huge and stuff. And then we've got the Hangman kind of popping up in here. So that's very interesting, okay? That maybe, with his power, okay, Spirit had suspended it. But you have to understand, the way I usually view Spirit's very much in charge. His power was kind of suspended. He didn't win, okay? He didn't win for 2021, okay? Or the 2020 election, I'll say, but for 2021, start that year. But suspended does not mean dead in the water, okay? So we're going to kind of look at that. Yeah, he's got that Wheel of Fortune. People are funding him and this and that. He's kind of got luck on his side. It's really, and a lot of it is really Spirit. He's Teflon Don, okay? But he does seem like one lucky son of a gun, okay? He really does. He has gone to jail after an insurrection. When he kind of went up there, we're going to go to the Capitol. We're going to, we clearly saw him, okay, and everything, and his, other friends getting up there on the stage that day, and then everybody did what he said. They went to the Capitol, okay? He's one lucky SOB that he's still walking and not in jail. It's amazing and stuff. So, but I'm telling you, there's something spiritual playing in the background to why he's Teflon Don. I feel the Spirit is using him for a purpose, a deeper purpose, which I will get into more and more as I also am understanding it. I'm still letting it be revealed. This card sliding here. Yeah, I actually feel the Prince of Cups. This deck does not have kings. Okay, so I have to yield that this deck does not have kings. Okay, the Prince of Cups I feel is Biden. Biden is Scorpio. Very often he does show for me as the King of Cups. He is kind of at the crown here. He is a sore spot for Trump. Trump doesn't like to lose and so forth. And one of the things is if he went back and he won and everything, then he could kind of redeem his ego. Okay, this is a game to him. I don't even know if he necessarily likes to be president, but he doesn't like to lose. He has been on TV and he has admitted to the public, he's very honest about it, he doesn't like to lose. Okay, but yeah, no, I do feel the Prince of Cups in this deck is Biden because he is Scorpio. And then, yeah, we just got the disappointment here. I feel the disappointment is the American people. And there's a lot of people, I'm not saying all of them, there are still people that Biden's, they're supportive of Biden. It is true. Biden does not necessarily control the gas prices. Okay, we need to understand that and so forth. But I know there are other people that are saying, well, get these pipelines going, do this, that. We need our own oil. I do kind of agree with that. We shouldn't be dependent on other countries' oil. Okay, I do agree with that. Why are we doing that? If we've got all this oil here, we should be, independent on our own and stuff like that, instead of getting oil from other countries and then paying more money for it. That just didn't make any sense when we have it on our land. I know there's certain protected land, this, that, I know, but we still have to be able to, take care of our own people. And why would we spend much more money and charge more money to American people for certain oil? Okay, will we have it? That's just crazy. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so, but yeah, I feel the disappointment card is there are American people that are disappointed with the way things are going with Biden. Okay, so Trump does have that on his side if he runs. That's just the way it is. There's a lot of good that Biden has done, but let's just put it this way. The American people, I know infrastructure is important, but they're thinking about their day-to-day lives, about being able to pay their rent, being able to buy food, support their families, put in their 401k. They're thinking of themselves. Okay, that's, and they're not thinking about bridges and roads. They're thinking about getting by day to day. Okay, that's just the way it is. We're human. We're going to do that. So disappointment, that's the way their American people feel. Okay, which kind of, Trump knows that and everything. Now, if Trump had been, seeing Biden do fantastic, maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he wouldn't run. Maybe he would wait. But he's very well aware how American people feel. He's not. He's not, obtuse to that. Okay, so we do have the Three of Cups here. Okay, that is popping up. This actually makes me feel, as this could be celebrations and things like that, gatherings. This actually makes me feel the rallies he has. Okay, he's still doing them. Because they're kind of like a celebration, a party. He loves that. He loves the fun, the events, the praise, and everything like that. And this card is actually abundance. He does generate abundance and people giving him money and things like that. So let's go ahead and look in here. Kind of look at that. And then we've got that Justice card is popping up in here. So with the Justice card, a lot of that, they're trying to get him for, what happened in Georgia. Remember the phone call? I just need so many votes. Just need a little more. He's hiding in plain sight here what he's doing back then, trying to overturn this election and stuff. And I know there are people that say, no, he wasn't trying to. Okay, whatever. Okay, he was hiding in plain sight. He was doing everything he could to overturn the election. Okay, very, very dramatic. And, but like I said, as far as justice happening, there's a lot of people that are trying to get on him, but I really I just don't see the man going to jail for anything. I don't think they can get anything on him because he's Teflon Don, and I do feel some kind of spiritual protection here because Spirit wants to use him. Hands down, that's just the way it is. Whether you like him or not, that's the way it is. Wealth. This is a money-making thing. He can get all this campaign money. He's shady. He knows he's shady. Okay, money is a big part of it. Absolutely. He loves the money. And he loves the power, too. Victory. Okay? Now, I am going to, as I'm not reading yet if he wins, but this is what he wants. Okay? This is what he wants, is that victory. Okay? He suffered defeat. And see, that's the thing, back in the day when I was reading Trump, I kept getting the defeat card for him. I was like, he's going to lose. He's going to lose. But he's actually got a shot at winning here and stuff. If everything keeps going like this and the economy doesn't get better, okay, and, the jobs are out there, which is good, but there are, and I'm not going to say all, but there is some people don't want to work. It's true. But it's because some of the jobs are crap, okay? People are kind of tired. They're changing, with things like that. But yeah, he's got his eyes, he would love a victory. He would love to redeem himself in front of the public and everything. And of course he ain't disputing the election if he wins. Nope, it was a good, fair election. It was fair. Thank you. You know what he's going to do. Yeah, and I do feel with the Four of Swords, okay, this is him. He's laying low before he makes his move. He enjoys this stuff. He likes to keep the public in suspense. Okay, that's why, he goes to rallies, he teases, he'll do a hit. Hey, maybe we should do this again. He loves the rallies. He loves that. They just feed him, fuel him. He's like a big psychic vampire being fed by all these people wearing the hats and the Trump shirts and the flags and all that. But right now he's laying low. He's laying low and everything. And he's keeping it close and everything. He's not want to show his hand. He thinks he's the greatest master poker player, that's ever lived here. He really does. And stuff. I kind of look at the Empress here. Let me kind of focus on this because sometimes this can represent my women and because this is a major arcana card. Venus. Let me focus here because sometimes certain things is trying to tell me something. It is possible. I mean, the Venus could also, the Empress being Venus could also represent possibly around the Libra month that he announces. He could stretch it in that long. That's a possibility. But I feel one of the things appealing to women and so forth is another thing. So I feel a little bit of that. But yeah, that Seven of Wands, stand up, stand your ground, be aggressive, and so forth. He is that. I mean, he definitely is, he ain't afraid to stand up and stand his ground and so forth. And let's kind of see, oh yeah, the end card, strife. The conflict is coming. There it is, strife. He's ready to go to battle. He's ready to go to battle and stuff. And just which would, of course, create more division and things like that. Let's go ahead and look at some Lenormand cards. So it looks like he's ready to go to, there's a lot of ready to go to battle things here. He feels he could win. And I feel there's a lot of people chiming in his ear that you could have a victory here. Okay? And he actually does have some good odds here. Because it's just the way it is. When there's inflation, you know, a lot of people are complaining about the high cost of living. That's great, we got jobs. Okay, we can work, but this shit's expensive. You know, that's the way the American people are right now. God, I'm paying quite a bit for food every month. You know, things like that. I mean, definitely the food bill, the cost of things. I know one of the young girls on my friends list, it's actually my daughter's friend, just had a baby, everything. She was like, you know, $4.96 a pound for some chicken. And chicken, yeah, it's normally not $5 a pound for some chicken. That's chicken supposed to be the cheap meat and stuff. Let's see what's going on. He's got that heart card. There's a lot of people that love him. That's the way he is. You know, and they've stayed true to him and things like that. You know, there's a lot and stuff. Yeah, and yeah, and I look at that stork like just a new kind of new birth and, you know, an announcement here. Yeah, we're going to get news of this. We've got the man on the horse, which could be the lady on the horse in Norman, which is to receive news and so forth. And, yeah, we definitely got a lot of announcement. Yep. We've got the birds. Okay, so there's a lot of messages and news. But yeah, we've got that. There's going to be quarrels. We got the birch rod. There's going to be, you know, I feel he actually thrives on the conflict. He likes the division because that just gets him, gets him going more. You know, he does well when everyone's in conflict. That's just the way he is, you know. Just telling it like it is. Okay, we're going to look at Kipper. Kipper's a good one too. But yeah, with that, look for more conflict, look for more strife and things like that. But it looks like he's ready to go to battle. He's ready to go to battle here. Let's see here. I look at the card gift and I feel one of the things, donations. Okay, he wants donations. Okay. Now, I got the bad health card. This is the one thing not on his side. How he handled coronavirus. Okay? How he handled coronavirus. That's one thing that's one of the main things that he did not get elected for. Because coronavirus, it was handled. There's a lot of Americans who are like, he handled it badly. Okay, he was not upfront with us. He tried to keep certain things from us. And he just wasn't taking it seriously. There are people who feel he handled it poorly. Okay, and it spread all over the damn place. Okay, and it hurt the economy. Okay, put the economy in a bad spot. Okay, so that is the one thing that is not on his side. It's stuff. Yeah, he's definitely got that life of privilege. You know, it's kind of talking about. This one has the courthouse, but I feel what this actually represents. As you can see, kind of the building is also even just storming the Capitol. I feel is what it represents. I don't have a Capitol card. I feel that's the very first thing. You know, that's a big thing too that has popped in people's mind. There are people that didn't like that day. Okay, so those people that are like, no, that was very bad and stuff, of course, are gonna want to vote for him. But he is, you know, adjudication. There's gonna be, you know, court stuff, this, that, and everything that he's gonna be contending with, you know, during this time. But I just don't. He's got a little concern, but I not a whole lot here. You know, because he always gets out of stuff. I feel he will, but I do got that false person. Okay, I got that false person card, and that just kind of the way he is and stuff, you know. But let's go ahead and look here. Yeah, and he's just ready. He's ready to pack his bags and get on the journey and tour. Okay, and tour and do these rallies. Okay, see how he's got his bags packed and everything like that. We'll do one more. I feel he's going to run. Oh, yes. You see the house? That really represents the White House. The goal. And he's actually got, I will tell you, I have not determined yet. It's too soon to predict. I know some other readers may disagree for me, but I feel it's just not set in stone yet. But I do feel he's got very good odds that if he runs, he'll win. It's just the way it is. I was right about Biden. I didn't feel Trump would last time, and this one, it's like, the way it's going, it's looking like he could win. I will pull from another deck, though. I do like that Everyday Enchantment Tarot, but he likes that money. He likes that money. But yeah, he's ready to fight. He's ready to get in there and battle, debate, strife, debates. Okay, so I do feel he's going to be up there. He loves to debate. He loves it. He loves it. When he actually, he's not a necessarily skilled debater when it comes to facts, but as far as crushing people and stuff like that, that's all they notice, and everything. But yeah, let's pull a little bit just from the Everyday Enchantment Tarot, just a few cards for what they have to say. But yeah, he likes debates. He loves all that stuff. He likes to fight with people. Knight of Wands comes up again, guys. That was the very first card. The Knight of Wands is a strength card in Thoth. So especially, he's ready. He's standing at attention. He's a little more prepared than you guys realized. And stuff. Now, I know with this deck, see all these people beat up and everything like that. I kind of look at that, one of the things that happened with the insurrection, right? There was a lot of stuff like that. But no, he's also with the Nine of Wands is strength in the sense that all those people, okay, he's got a lot of followers, okay? But yeah, people got beat up at that January 6th. Strength card, which is the major arcana one, goes right next to it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, he knows that people will vote for him, and I feel it's getting stronger. He's actually starting to get more support because of the economy. I'm telling you, people aren't happy right now. And with the Knight of Coins energy here, this really kind of makes me feel just like, the American people, they're working hard for their money, okay? And we're, just doing their best and everything, and they're not liking the way things go and everything. And the Six of Coins, this card here, which can be, once again, about giving and receiving money and things like that. I know one of the things we did get, various money, that came in, like we had our stimulus checks and this and that. But, there's definitely an equal imbalance here, with what's going on as far as certain people being real rich, and poor, and things like that. The Russian people think he could fix that versus Biden, which is interesting. And then I look at this with the King of Wands energy. I'm really focused actually because it's not always his card as King of Wands, but see how this person is kind of winning a race here, kind of against the odds and so forth. So, and that's one of the things he kind of wants to win the race and so forth. But he is also, the runner is actually blind, and all these people are cheering him on. The blind leading the blind. Okay, so I got it. I understand what Spirit is trying to say. And we'll just do a crowning card here and so forth. Yeah, Three of Coins, which is, kind of about teamwork, business dealings, transactions. He's a businessman. He sees this really as the presidency in so many ways he sees like a business, because he's a businessman. That's who he is. Not necessarily the best businessman, okay? But in some ways, it's kind of funny. In some ways, he's a bad businessman, but in other ways, he's pretty damn slick. And stuff, and that, in his dealings with business. But he does approach everything, the presidency and, the economy and whatever, like a businessman and stuff. That's the way he is. He's very, so Three of Pentacles and everything, that's kind of teamwork, a lot of people on his side. So yeah, he's definitely running. He's definitely right. He's just, he knows he's in a real strong position now. And of course, he sees an advantage. Well, there are people who are upset with Biden and stuff. So I've really got an advantage. But, I'll tell you, if Biden was real strong, like say over the last 2 years, if he'd been real good and strong, like for example, if everything, with the pulling out and everything, of the war, if of Afghanistan, if that hadn't been a disaster and everything, if that had gone well, and the economy was real good. This that I think Trump might have been like, I don't want to lose again, but seeing that there's some things that are not going very well. That's what he's kind of looking at, that he may have an up advantage and be a little bit more comfortable with going for it and everything. So yeah, we're gonna see him. Let's see if I can figure out when he will announce. That's the fun part. Those are always, when time for me is so hard. That's so hard. I might have rolled too many dice. I'm trying not to. Okay, so what do things? Okay, so yeah, it's gonna be a little bit here. I'm thinking. Oh, it definitely won't be that long. But I've got this like Aquarian energy kind of coming in here. So I definitely need to look at kind of some other planets, not the sun necessarily that's in Aquarius, but I feel some things and some things with the shift. But yeah, so it's gonna be real hard to nail down and everything. But I would say within about a few months, I would say, give me a number here. Okay, we got, yeah, I would say within a few months here. I would say within a few months, he should announce, because he's got to make an announcement. He can't be just collecting funds and not saying anything and just teasing the public and stuff. He's gonna run though. He's gonna run. He has to. He has to. He has to redeem himself. He's got his eyes on the victory. He's got his eyes on the victory. All right. Well, let's see what happens.